What's going on YouTube? It's Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games, and today I'm going to show you how to unlock the Master of Spears achievement and trophy in Crimson Desert for completing all 5 Spear Mastery challenges. And before we start, I've grouped the challenges as best I could by the location of the sealed artifacts to save you a little bit of time from having to backtrack to different areas of the map. Now with that in mind, if you are still relatively early into your playthrough, some of these locations might be challenging, so use caution if you're choosing to track these challenges down in the higher level areas. Let's first start with Sharpened Spear I in North Hernand. Head to this shrine along the path slightly southeast of the Calfade Gate to collect the Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to land 15 counterattacks using a spear within 30 seconds. Now this challenge is much easier to complete than it might sound, but it will require you to have the armed combat passive skill in your stamina tree upgraded to at least level 2 so that you're able to unlock the counter stance skill. Then all you need to do is travel to a blockaded area and run into a group of enemies. With your spear equipped, hold right bumper and B or R1 and circle on PlayStation to activate the counter stance skill. Once you're hit, you'll automatically counterattack your enemies. Once you've landed your 15th hit using counter stance in 30 seconds, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Sharpened Spear I challenge. Next, let's move to Sharpened Spear V in northeastern Hernand. Head to this shrine along the path that's just outside of the Bradenfern farm to collect this Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to defeat 5 enemies with a spear without taking damage and while maintaining 100% health. Now this challenge is definitely made easier by using an upgraded spear. One of the tricks to this challenge also is that you'll need to make sure that you're at 100% health before you start it. Then travel to a blockaded area and try to fight individual enemies instead of a group as much as possible. This can be done by pulling them out of the group and backing off. Use the length of the spear to your advantage to keep enemies at a distance, and use skills like turn and slash for high damage, then look to finish enemies off with a light attack. If you've killed 5 enemies with a spear and while maintaining 100% health, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Sharpened Spear V challenge. Then, slightly south of our last challenge location in northeastern Hernand, we have Sharpened Spear III. Head to this shrine along the path in the Hook Rapids region, just outside of the Hook Rapids Hearth to collect the Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to defeat 5 enemies with the spear using the stab skill within 15 seconds. Now this challenge is obviously made much easier when you use an upgraded spear and have at least 2 skill points into the stab skill so that you can unlock the barrage ability for multiple strikes. In a tight group of enemies, press and hold right bumper and Y or R1 and triangle to charge your stab, then release these buttons quickly to attack. Quickly press right bumper or R1 again after the successful strike to land some follow-up stabs in quick succession with barrage. Then repeat the process on another 4 enemies as quick as you can. If you kill 5 enemies using the spear and stab skills, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Sharpened Spear III challenge. Now, going for a bit of a hike east to Demonis for this one, you'll find Sharpened Spear IV. Head to this shrine in northwestern Demonis just outside of the Flame Knight's castle to collect this Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to defeat 3 enemies with a spear within 1 minute using only leap attacks. Now this challenge is definitely made easier with an upgraded spear. Then you'll want to travel to a blockaded area and then in the middle of a tight group of enemies, quickly press A or X on PlayStation to jump into the air, then attack with right bumper or R1. This will perform a leap attack. Now, these are generally pretty weak, so it's definitely beneficial to do some damage to the group of enemies before using this attack as a killing blow to fulfill the requirements of the challenge. After you've killed your 3rd enemy using a spear and a leap attack, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the Sharpened Spear IV challenge. For the last challenge in the Spear Mastery set, travel to the Noss River Shrine on the small landmass that's slightly southeast of Hernantown to collect the Sharpened Spear II Sealed Abyss artifact. For this challenge, you'll need to hit enemies 30 times using a spear within 30 seconds. Now this challenge is really easy to complete simply by targeting enemies and spamming light attacks, but it's made even easier using skills that focus on rapid strikes, something like Tactical Thrust or Barrage, if you have the artifacts to spend. For this, like many other mastery challenges, go to a blockaded area to target enemies and spam light attacks or those rapid strike skills as quickly as possible to get your strike counts up fast. Once you land your 30th hit using a spear in 30 seconds, you can unseal the Abyss artifact to complete the challenge and ultimately obtain the Master of Spears trophy and achievement. That's it for this video. I hope it was able to help you. If it did, give it a like and drop a comment. While you're here, consider subscribing to Friendly Frenzy Games for many more Crimson Desert guides just like this one.